They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy... Quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David.
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was safe.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Here's the handoff. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to...
Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll leave it with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat.
Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out continuing. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Bulldozes his way through. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Running back searching for a hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Using the quick game. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I love this offense. They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
The sweet feet buy a little time. The Tigers will move the sticks.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He tries to take the top off. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by 10 to Arizona State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Finds a man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking.
Looking for a huge play. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The run from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On second down, just keeps firing. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This Clemson defense has been something across the entire game. Old school lockdown.
I mean, unbelievable. Shutting down everything you want to do. Shutting down the run, shutting down the pass. This defense has been lights out. We've seen a lot of great defensive performances from the Clemson Tigers. And this is right up there with the best of them.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is what an elite team...